Hi, welcome to another YouTube video. Today's video is going to be over trading psychology, and the notes that I'm going to be sharing will be over a book called Trading in the Zone by Mark Douglas. It is a basically a mindset book, self-improvement book kind of, but it's tailored towards traders. And let's get right into it. So, trading psychology. Trading in the Zone by Mark Douglas. The first point I do want to make is whenever you do take a trade, you have to realize and accept that all trades are risky. There is never a single trade that you should go into and that you should believe this is a 100% guaranteed win. You cannot think like that. Whenever you think like that, that means you're wishful thinking. You're only thinking about you're basically implying you will onto the markets. You're not accepting that the markets, is the markets. You're trying to control the markets. You're simply an observer. So you must accept the outcome, and the outcome, like I said, for every single trade, it's not guaranteed. But the reason why we succeed as traders, or how we can succeed, is that we have a system. We have a system of trades. We have our specific niche, our specific setup, and you must execute on that. And that's how you find your edge. The second point is you never want to trade with fear. Never trade with scared thoughts. Like I said, the information that the markets give you is never a good or a bad. It's simply information. It's neutral. Fearful trading will only lead to negative results. You're going to miss out on. There will be setups where your specific setup occurs, right? But let's say you're too scared to take it because you lost your previous trade or your previous 3 trades, and trading with that mindset is going to lead to ruin. It causes our brains to be very narrow, and we will not be able to perceive the information the market's giving us. So whenever you're trading fearfully, you tend to really, you're tunneled on that thought. Oh no, maybe I'm not gonna take this. I shouldn't take this trade. Even though it's even though it's my setup, I'm afraid of it. I might lose here. That's why it's always good to be able to first accept the outcome of every single trade. This goes back to the first kind of like statement. So the third point that I do want to note is you don't want to go into trading trying to prove to other people. You want to trade for yourself. You never, you don't go into trading because I'm gonna show off, I have all this money, or I'm a good analysis. You want to be doing it for yourself. Trading is a you versus you type of thing. It is never you and someone else. That's not how you're supposed to approach trading. And the fourth thing, I believe this is one. In my personal opinion, this is one of the most important aspects about this book. And it states, you are not a trader first. You're simply a person with confidence. You're a person that likes to analyze things. And you are a content person. And you are a patient person. So, whenever you practice all of those traits, you become essentially a trader. Trading is just an outlet for you to practice those traits that you have. And like I said, you are a trader second. You're a person with confidence first. You're a person with analytical thinking first. You're a contentful person. You're a patient person. All of those aspects comes first. And then, like I said, you can use those attributes to succeed as a trader. And number 5, you must seek consistency in your mindset and rules, keeping your emotions control in control at all times will help you with your mindset. So you want to have control over your emotions. That's saying you're not programmed to be a robot. So, you know, give me a second. No, not right now. I'm doing a video. So all right. The number 6. You don't want to project anything towards the markets. This will only lead you to disappointment. Be content with what is. So this kind of refers back to point 1. Like I said, the markets doesn't give you, bad or good information. Human psychology, it is us that perceives it as bad or good. But you don't want to go into the markets thinking, oh, the setup is bad. Like, what's bad about the setup? There's nothing bad. It's just simply information. So don't go into the markets projecting your thoughts, emotions, your will. That's going to only prove you wrong. We're simply observers. Alright, the 7th point. Don't believe that with all the knowledge you learn about the markets, that you somehow beat the markets. The market isn't an enemy. It is just a means to make money. The more you learn, the better you are at taking losses and limiting your trades. There's this quote by ICT. I do believe that it goes something like, the more you know about the markets, it doesn't mean that you'll find more successful trades. You'll find it easier to find out low probability conditions. So the more you gain your knowledge and understanding about what the markets is, you're not going to become necessarily better at seeing better setups or good setups, but you're going to be better at seeing low probability conditions. And that's what you want to reach as a trader, is to be on the sidelines when the markets are like just fickle, just poor price action. 8th point is happiness should come from within you. There should be no external factors that change that. If the outcome makes you happy or sad, you will find it harder to be a successful trader. So I feel like this just refers back to the number, to like this first point and the 6th point. There should be no external factors that make you feel a certain way. Everything should come from within. You should be happy because you're just happy simply. You're not happy because you've won a trade. I mean, it's not like you can't be happy. It's just whenever let's say you win a trade and you're happy, and you're you're overzealous. Your day revolves around the result of their trade. What if you take a loss and it's guaranteed? There would never be, like I said, there will never be a trade where you're not guaranteed a loss. It's almost like, you're gonna have to be content. Alright, and the 9th point is, with a negative or fearful mindset, I believe this refers back to the 2nd point. Anything that happens will be processed through your head as a negative and intimidating experience. So if you're scared to do something, that whole experience that you're about to do, it's just gonna be, you're gonna have, you're not confident, you're not you're not doing that thing that you're about to do with complete focus, and you're almost scared to do it. So try to steer away from having just a negative mindset in general. All of these topics or all of these points that I'm sharing right now, you can apply this to like actual real life. This simply isn't just like trading. Once you understand that, as you grow as a trader, you also grow as a person. Really understand that. I believe we're on the 10th point now. The 10th point is just a quote that Mark Douglas states. It's, be rigid with your rules, but be flexible in your expectations. So your setups, you have to be very rigid with them. Follow the rules that you have set for yourself, and never steer away from them. Don't try to wiggle your way through. But you should always be flexible in your expectations, your anticipation of the markets. Like I said, you're never 100%. You will never gain 100% knowledge about the markets. Which is why we have to be fluid. We have to be, you have to be, willing to accept that you will never beat the markets. You can only, take advantage of it. So, be flexible. And the last point that I want to make or point out is, don't ever compare yourself with another person. This isn't even a trading point, but never compare yourself with another. Their outcomes are theirs, yours are yours. Comparison is the thief of joy. A lot of I'm sure whoever's watching this right now, you probably have Instagram, you probably have Twitter, and you might even be scrolling through TikTok. TikTok's terrible, by the way. It's all social media is terrible if you use it for just dopamine. But as traders, you're probably following some other traders, and you probably see, after a trading day, you probably go into Twitter or Instagram, and you look at the results, and you start, oh man, look at the trade. They took 100 points from the markets while I was only able to take out 5. Or dang, they won. How did they find a setup? I couldn't even see it, and I took a loss or whatever. Like I said, it's a you versus you. It's a you versus you battle. It's never you versus another, you versus 10 other people. It's always you versus you. You have to understand that growth, everything comes from within. So don't compare yourself with another person. A good analogy that I do want to point out is whenever you're driving, right? Are you constantly looking at the left side whenever you're driving? Or are you constantly looking at the right side whenever you're driving? Or are you constantly looking behind you? No, whenever you're driving, right? You the main view you're looking at is forward, right? You're not driving like this. You're not driving like this, but you're driving with your head faced forward. But there'll be times when you can take a look left or right. But if you look for too long, if you enjoy that that look to the left for too long, you're not gonna be able to see what's in front of you, and bam, an accident occurs. I don't know if that analogy fits the theme of the last point, but for me it helps. And yeah, that's gonna be all for the trading psychology video. I feel like as I grow as a person, I'll probably make a completely a completely better video, but as of right now, this is all you guys are gonna get. You guys are getting the current me right now. And I'm probably gonna call it a video, and I hope you guys tune in for another one. Peace out. Bam.